there's a couple things that you need to do in order to set your environment, set your surroundings, and set yourself up for success when it comes to reaching the health and the fitness goals that you have. And today, we're going to dive into exactly what you need to do in order to set your environment and your surrounding up for success. Let's dive into today's episode. All right, hey, what is going on, friends? Welcome to this week's episode of Fit and Healthy Sioux Falls. We are diving in to how you are going to reach success by understanding that you have to set yourself up by setting your environment, by setting your surroundings, and by setting everything around you up for your success. We're going to be talking exactly what needs to happen so that you can reach the goals, the desires, and the dreams that you have. If we haven't gotten a chance to connect yet, I want to just introduce myself real quick. My name is CJ Workamp. I own Fit Body Boot Camp here in Sioux Falls, and I am on a mission to inspire fitness and change lives every single day here in our community in the surrounding area. And so the fact that you are here today means the world to me. We're going to be diving in right now about how you can reach success. I'm going to be relating this to what I did in the beginning back in 2014 when I decided to go all in and figure out how to open up Fit Body. And there's many different things that you need to do in order to reach success. But one of the biggest things that I see is people neglect to really take a good look at their surrounding or their environment. And when you go home, I just want you to look around. Is your environment set up for health and fitness and success? Or is your environment set up to keep you comfortable with where you're at? We all have it. I have it. I'm sure you have it. But there's a certain cupboard or a certain closet or a certain door in your house that holds the snack foods. And we go to those snack foods and we eat those snack foods as comfort foods. 9 out of 10 times, I would even be willing to say maybe 10 out of 10 times, when you open that snack door or cupboard or closet or wherever it is in your house, and you grab out the bag of chips or you grab out whatever it is that you're going to go sit on the couch in the evening and snack on, you're not doing it out of a necessity in order to fuel your body, but you're doing it out of a comfort, habit, ritual, routine, whatever it might be. And it might even be the fact that that door, closet, or thing where you store your goodies, it's been there the entire time that you've been in that house. Guess what? You might want to move it and maybe replace it with more healthy snacks that are going to fuel your body and that are going to push you towards your goals. Like I said, so many times we neglect to really look at our environment. We start to think this. We think, all right, I'm on this goal where I'm going to go lose 10, 15, 20 pounds. I've got this goal to get healthy, get fit, and I'm going to do it by starting to work out, and I'm going to do it by starting to eat healthier. And that's kind of as far as we go. We think, all right, I'll just buy some healthy groceries and put them in the fridge. But do you go through a detox? And the reason I want to bring this up is because it's going to lead in to what I really went into and did to open Fit Body. And trust me, it relates very well, and it might even be eye-opening to you. But I recommend going through a detox from your environment at home. I want you to scan your surrounding. What are the things that are maybe holding you back? And one thing that I've learned about habits is there's kind of 3 steps to habits, okay? When you create a habit, and your body wants to create habits, your mind wants to create habits. We're a creature of habit. That's what humans are. And when we can create more habits, then what we start to do is run on autopilot. And you don't have to think. And when we don't have to think, we like that. Whether we think we do or not, we like not thinking because we're just on autopilot and we're doing what we need to do. We do what we know, and it comes natural. And so the 3 steps to creating a habit is step 1, it's the cue. So many times we think of the habit and we just think about what it is that we go and do. And really that is step 2, which is the routine. So the cue, it's the trigger. What thing triggers you to then do the routine? And then step 3 of creating a habit is then the reward. And so one of the routines or habits that I used to have was, I'll break it down to you in the 3 steps. The cue was getting home from work. Now, I don't know why that was the cue, but it was. I would walk through my door into my house, and for some reason, that cue then triggered me into a routine, which was to go to that stupid snack spot in my house and grab a bag of chips. Now, the routine then was eat the chips. That was what I did. I got home. I kind of felt hungry. The cue was getting home and feeling hungry. That was the cue. And walking into my house, then grabbing those chips and eating them, that was the routine. And then the reward was that I temporarily was satisfied from eating those chips. They're salty. They taste good. They made me feel good in the moment. But so what I realized is like, wow, I have to totally reconstruct this whole habit in the 3-step process. So the cue, all right, okay, I know that the cue is coming home hungry. That's the cue. So what if I have a protein shake or I have a healthy snack that I have kind of right before I'm going to leave work going home? Now that changes the cue because I get home, but I'm not hungry. And I know that obviously we're going to be having dinner as a family. So that is a way to then change the cue. Now I arrive home, but I'm not hungry. Okay, but let's say I do arrive home and I'm still hungry. Let's look at that routine. Okay, so the routine was going to that little snack spot and grabbing those chips. Well, what if I replaced them? And I found these things, I believe they're called like Twin Peaks, and they're protein crisps. So they come in a whole bunch of different flavors, and you can look it up online. I believe, like I said, I believe they're called Twin Peaks protein puffs, and they come in the different flavors. But what I did is I bought some, and let's be honest, I don't know why it is this way, but it seems to be when you find something kind of more healthy for you that is better and more nutritious for you, of course, it does come with a little higher price. So yes, the protein puffs were a little more expensive than the Doritos, but guess what? They're better for me, and they're pushing me towards the goals that I have. And ultimately, I'm on a health and fitness journey. So I was willing to pay the little extra and replace my snack cupboard with these protein puffs. So now I get home, and let's say I am hungry. So that cue, I get home, I'm hungry. I go to that snack cupboard, but now I'm grabbing protein puffs. And what I do is I realize how many of them is a serving, and I dish out a serving so that I'm not overeating, because a lot of times if we don't dish out that serving, we end up overeating. So even if you're eating something that's not the best for you, I want to highly encourage you to dish out a serving, because otherwise if you sit down with the bag, game over, you're done. You're probably going to be eating half the bag, if not the whole bag, and we know that is not going to set us up for success. So dish out a serving, put the rest of the bag or the rest of the container away. Now you go eat that serving, be satisfied, and move on. But so my routine, I eat those protein puffs, and then the reward is, instead of being satisfied and giving in to the instant gratification, the reward is knowing that I'm staying on track with my health and fitness goals, and that I am pushing myself towards the desired outcome that I have in my health and fitness journey. But so I took that 3-step process, the cue, the routine, and the reward, and I totally reconstructed it, but a very similar construction to what was actually pushing me the wrong way. And I just set myself up for greater success. And that was by changing my environment. And so before we started talking about this habit and the 3-step habit loop, it's actually called the habit loop, the 3-step and the 3 steps in the habit loop. But we were talking about detoxing, and why I want to bring that up is because when I decided to open FitBody, the truth was I didn't know how to run a business. The truth was, I had no clue how to run that business. I didn't know what was needed in order to run that business. And to be honest, I didn't really have the best knowledge in anything group fitness or anything. I went to school and I got certified as a personal trainer, but up until that point, I had not been personal training for about 4 years before I decided to open FitBody. So I needed to start learning again. And what I realized in 2014 that then bled into 2015 and now just as part of my daily practice, and I know you can relate to this, so many people, we get stuck on the Facebooks, the Instagrams, the TikToks, the Reels, the videos, the Shorts, the YouTubes, all the different things, and we just consume all this information, and it's just all consuming, and it's always coming at us. But what I realized is there are some really cool settings on all these social media platforms that can promote a positive environment and push you towards the goals that you have. And so I decided I wanted to open up a fitness business. In 2014, I didn't know that it was going to be FitBody. I just had this idea that I wanted to open a health and a fitness business. So I decided, you know what I'm going to do? Because before that, I was your typical 20-year-old. I was at the time 25 years old when I opened FitBody, and I was that typical 25-year-old person. The one thing that I had going for me was I had a very strong work ethic. I was not afraid to work. And so that was the one thing I had going for me. But the things I had going against me was, let's be honest, I was partying a lot. I was hanging out with the wrong people. I was not promoting a health and fitness lifestyle. Pizza on the weekends, pizza on the weekdays, drinking on the weekends, drinking on the weekdays. That was a pretty normal part of my routine. And so I knew, hey, that is not what's going to promote a health and fitness lifestyle, which if I'm going to own a gym, I need to at least somewhat resemble this health and fitness lifestyle. So I decided to find these amazing features, and your devices and your social media platforms have these features, and they're on there right now. And I'm going to expose them to you because the truth is you already know what they are, but you probably aren't using them to the best of their ability. And so what that is I want to encourage you to do a social media detox, because that right there is going to set your virtual environment. And I don't know what it is, but with the way that the world is going, there's a lot more virtual environments and social connections over the internet than there ever used to be. And so if we truly want to get our life aligned with the health and the fitness goals that we have, we must also align our social media and our internet environment to be aligned with the goals that we have. So doing a social media detox looks like this. What I started to do is I would scroll through my Facebook, and anything that popped up that was not health, fitness, or positivity related, I unfriended, unfollowed, and got off of there. You can like the little pages or you can follow certain people, but if they were not promoting health, fitness, positivity, or growth mindseted type stuff, I just unfollowed it, unliked it, unsubscribed from it. And then what happens is all these platforms have a back-end algorithm, and how they make money is by showing you more of the stuff that it, being the social media platforms, thinks that you like. And so what you're going to do then is unfollow, unsubscribe, unlike all the things that are negative. Maybe they're not even negative, but they're just influencing you in a direction that is not pushing you towards the goals that you have. And then what you start to do is in the little search bar on all the platforms, start searching for health, fitness, hacks, tips, tricks, ideas, healthy recipes, and then start liking that stuff. And then all of a sudden what happens is within, honestly, and now it's gotten even quicker, you can totally change your entire feed on the Instagrams and the TikToks and the Facebook. You can change your entire feed within a matter of like 30 minutes. If you start scrolling faster by the things that are not of your interest and start scrolling longer and staying longer on the things that do interest you, and then liking and unliking and unfollowing things that you don't, want and then following things you do, next thing you know, within 30 minutes, you start seeing a whole new feed. But what happens is we're creatures of habit. We're creatures of comfort. And so without intentionally thinking about this, without intentionally deciding to do this, we allow our social media environment and our social media platform to become something that is filling us with all the wrong things. If certain foods or certain drinks or certain things are tempting to you, quit allowing them to pop up on your social media feeds. Because as strong-willed as you might think you are, the more and more that you continue to see that, the more and more your mind is going to have a harder time. And if it's not built to a point where you can fully overcome the temptation of those things, eventually, friend, you're going to give in to them. And then when you give in to them, next thing you know, you are spiraling yourself down the wrong path again. And that's why so many people start a health and fitness journey. They're excited about their health and fitness journey. And then next thing you know, they're off of their health and fitness journey. And it's because you have not set your environment up for success. And I want to encourage you to do that. And so you just start unfollowing and unliking all the things that are not promoting you to health and fitness. If you have a friend, and I say friend with air quotations, because if you have a friend on social media that is continually posting things that are negative, that are not positive, that are not healthy for you to even need to be reading, guess what? Unfollow, unfriend that person, and don't worry, because a lot of times, and I don't know why it is, and you might be feeling this way, well, what if that hurts their feelings? Who cares? The point of the matter is you need to set yourself up with your environment, with your surroundings that's going to push you to success. Quit allowing mediocre people that don't have the same goals, desires, and dreams as you to creep into your life from whatever way, platform, and start to drag you down. They're creating drag in your life, and that may be the thing that is holding you back from reaching the success that you have. And I want to encourage you to stop letting that happen. And you're going to stop by deleting, blocking, unfollowing. And the truth of it is, you actually have that feature on your phones as well. And this was something that I was taught by a mentor of mine, Bedros Keuilian. He's the founder of Fit Body Bootcamp. But he says, you know what? I have to guard my time and guard my surroundings. And if I start getting text messages, phone calls, or anything of that sort from people that are putting anything negative into my life, there's this cool little feature on your cellular device where you can just block. And you block them out, because anytime a negative thing pops up on your phone, on your computer, on anything that you're doing, when a negative thing pops up, whether you think it is or not, it's setting you back. It is pulling you back, it is holding you down, and it is stopping you from reaching the goals that you deserve. I want to say that again, the goals that you deserve. Because right now at this point in your life, at this point in your journey, you might even not even think that you deserve it. But let me tell you this, you do deserve it. You deserve the most success. You deserve all the good things. You deserve everything that you set your mind to. But unfortunately, this world that we live in and the people that surround us, sometimes they start to push their beliefs on us. And a lot of times their beliefs are beliefs of negativity, that you don't deserve it. Why would you deserve to have an amazing, healthy, and fit body? No one else in your family has an amazing, healthy, fit body. So why would you deserve that? Well, I don't care if anyone else in my family has it. I want it. I deserve it, and the reason that I want it are my reasons, and the reason that I deserve it is my reasons. And the thing of it is you can't let anyone else dictate your belief, dictate your reasons, or allow you to think that you don't deserve it. Because friend, you do deserve it. So I want you to really look at that. I want you to look at your environment. I want you to look at your surroundings, and I want you to ask yourself, am I setting myself up for success, or am I allowing vampires, time vampires, energy vampires, all the different things? Am I allowing them into my life where they're just sucking all the positive energy out of me? And if that's happening, I want you to take control of your life by taking control of your environment. I want to talk to you about two last things and really give you the example of why it's so important to set your environment up for success. This story is the story of the crabs in the bucket. And again, it comes from my good friend, Bedros. It's one of his stories that I heard from him. And it goes like this. He was walking down the beach and he was walking past these crab fishermen. And he seen this bucket, and it was full about 5 or 6 crabs. And he goes up to the fisherman. He says, "Hey, sir, your crabs are going to get out of the bucket." Because as he looked, there was this crab that was reaching up to the top and was about to get out of the bucket. The fisherman, calmly as could be, didn't do anything other than just said, "Thank you, but go ahead, let's watch what happens." And so what he did then was watched, and this little crab was climbing its way up the side of the bucket with its little claws. It was reaching to the top of that bucket, and you could see that this little crab, he was just about to get out of that bucket. And obviously, if the crab gets out of that bucket, guess what? The crab is free to go back into the ocean and go back to living the life that it was living before that fisherman put it in the bucket with all these other crabs. But what happened, as that crab was reaching up to the top and was grabbing the top of that bucket, these other crabs, they reached up and they grabbed the back legs of that crab and they pulled that crab back down into the bucket. And then the whole process started over again. That little crab started climbing back up and getting close to the top of the bucket, but then those crabs around him would do the same thing. They'd grab the crab and they'd pull it back down. And instantly, that moment was a very good analogy for life, that if you don't cut the crabs out of your life, people are going to keep pulling you down. They're going to keep grabbing onto you and pulling you down to their level, because guess what? When you are at their level, then they're more comfortable being them. Well, I don't care if they're comfortable being them. I want you to rise up. I want you to rise above, and I want you to chase your goals, chase your dreams. I want you to reach your goals, reach your dreams, and you're going to do it by cutting the crabs, because guess what? If that little crab that was in the bucket didn't have other crabs pulling him down, all he'd have to do is grab the top of that bucket, which he was so close to grabbing, pop his little self out of that bucket and get back to living the life that he desired, the life that he deserved, but he was stuck, surrounded by crabs. And so with that being said, the last thing I want to ask you is look at your peer group, your friend group. And I'm going to say friend group with quotations, because your friend group, if they are not continually supporting you, pushing you to your goals, believing in you, telling you that they believe that you can do what you put your mind to, then guess what? They're not a true friend, and they're not a friend that you need in your life, because you need to be surrounded by people that believe in you. You need to be surrounded by people that want to push you towards the goals, towards the desires, towards the dreams that you have, because friend, I said it, I'm going to say it again, you deserve it. Quit believing that you don't deserve it, because this is your life and you deserve success in your life. So if you are surrounded by people that are continually pulling you back, you have to make the decision. You have to take control, and you have to cut them out of your life, because they're pulling you back, they're holding you down, and they might be the reason why you're starting your health and fitness journey, but then you're ending your health and fitness journey. Are they encouraging you to always go out on the weekends, to always overindulge in food, overindulge in beverages, to say it's okay that you cheat right now? You've done good for so long. Go ahead and just cheat on your health and fitness goals. Would you ever have a friend that truly had your best interest at heart, that for whatever reason in a relationship, they're just saying, hey, it's okay. Go ahead and cheat on your significant other? If they were encouraging you and pushing you that direction, do you think that they should be someone that you surround yourself with? Absolutely not. But for some reason, if they say it's okay to cheat on your health and fitness goals, if it's okay to cheat by eating this food that you know isn't going to promote and push you towards the goals that you have, why is it okay for them to be around and live in your life? So you have to tell them, here's the deal. Listen, I'm on this health and fitness journey. I have goals, desires, dreams that I want to achieve. And right now, you telling me it's okay to eat that pizza, you telling me it's okay to eat and drink the extra drinks, it's not helping me. Now, there's a time and place for pizza. There's a time and place for drinks. but it isn't every weekend and it isn't all the time. Not if you're trying to reach your health and your fitness goals. So friend, you have to look at your environment. And is your environment, from your cupboards in your house, to your social media devices, to the snacks you have laying around, to the friends that you're hanging out with, is your environment setting you up for success? And there's a whole longer story that I could get into, but that is one of the main reasons that I wanted to open Fit Body Bootcamp. Because with Fit Body Bootcamp, guess what? There is already like self-manufactured group of people that believe in you at the beginning level and just want to see the best in you. And that's why we do group fitness. A lot of times group fitness can be intimidating. And guess what? I don't know, Fit Body might not be right for you. And guess what? That is okay. In our community, in our area, there's over 200,000 people. And the thing that I know is this, that at Fit Body, we cannot hold 200,000 people in our locations. So that is just fine if Fit Body's not for you. But guess what? If you've never tried Fit Body and you've never seen if it's for you, it might be. And it might be the thing that changes your life forever because you're surrounded by people that believe in you. You've got coaches that care for you, and you've got people that continually are pushing you towards the goals, the desires, and the dreams that you have. And they're not people that are holding you back. And so if that sounds like something that might be of interest to you, in the description of whatever, either you're listening to this or you're watching this, in the description, you can claim a free week. I want you to claim a free week and come try it out. Because if it's for you, hallelujah, let's go. Let's change your life and have you start hitting goals and feeling great and building self-confidence that you deserve. And if it's not for you, that's totally okay. But then let's help you find somewhere here in Sioux Falls that is for you. You guys, I've said it before. I'm going to say it again. I'm going to keep saying it. There's yoga, Pilates, there's rowing, there's personal training, there's so many different styles of health and fitness and gyms and just things in this area that you could become part of. And if you come try us at Fit Body Bootcamp and we're not for you, guess what? That's all right. But if we can help get you plugged into somewhere that is for you, then we are winning because there is lives in our community that need help. It might be you, and our goal is to inspire fitness and change lives every day. That's our mission statement. It doesn't say inspire fitness and change lives of only the people that come to Fit Body Bootcamp. That's not our mission. It's inspire fitness and change lives every single day, and it doesn't matter. So right now, you watching this video or listening to this sound, completely free. I'm not asking for any single dollar from you. I just hope that somewhere in this piece of advice, you're able to understand that you have to take control of your environment, you have to clean up your surroundings, and it's up to you to set yourself up for success. So I want you to look at your house, your cupboards, your closets, your snack foods. Are they pushing you to success? I want you to look at your social medias, and are they always showing you positivity? Are they always showing you mindset quotes? Are they always showing you tips, tricks, and ideas to eat healthier, live healthier, cook for your kids, things that are going to make you a better person? And then lastly, I want you to look at your friends and at your peer group, and are they pushing you towards your goals? I'm super excited because soon we are going to be starting to drop the Fit and Healthy Show every single week. And the cool thing about that is this room right here, we're still working. If you're watching this, obviously you can see it. Our sign here we've got on the ground, actually right in front of me. That's why my desk isn't in front of me right now. We've got this whole, I don't even know what they are. Grab one here. If you're watching, you can see this, but they're like little felt, sound pads, and they're going to be all over the wall in different patterns to kind of help spruce up this wall. This room is almost complete, but from there, we are then going to get a whole lineup of different health and fitness experts in our area, business owners, thought leaders, people that are pushing other individuals to be their best self. We're going to start interviewing them, and we're going to keep the just single episodes where I'm coming to you dropping knowledge, but we're going to be moving starting July to an every week drop. I just want to say thank you for being part of the community that we are building. Fit and Healthy Sioux Falls, this podcast, this show, it would not be possible without you. So I'm going to sign off, but I'm going to leave you with this. like, subscribe, and share. So like this show, subscribe to this channel, and share this with someone, because there's someone that you know that needs to hear that there is totally more that they can do to set their environment up so that they reach success. Go out and make today awesome, because guess what, friend? You are awesome. Like, subscribe, and share, and I'll catch you on the next episode. Bye, you guys. Peace.